I want to tell you a little bit of my life. When I was a little girl, 7 years old, I asked Jesus to come in my heart. And Mrs. O'Brien was my pastor's wife, and I loved her. I wanted to dress like her, preach like her, and be like her. So on Sundays, when church was over, I would take my doll and go in the living room, place my dolls on the floor, and I would lead the song service and be Mrs. O'Brien and preach and pray to my dollies. The next part of my life was I grew up in the best home I could have had, parents. My dad, he was comical. He gave me a sense of humor. My mother was more straight. My dad had a love of music. He played the mouth organ. He played the Wabash Cannonball. He played the Wreck of the 97. Mom played the piano, and every Sunday afternoon we'd have music in our house. I played the piano in church when I was 12 years old. I was frightened to death. I went to Bible college. I met Nat. The first question he asked me was, could I play the piano? I should have lied. I said, yes, Nat, I can. I've been playing for all the rest of my life, teaching music and reaching out to people. Newfoundland was a wonderful place. For 23 years, God allowed us to touch lives of old people and young people, and it was wonderful, and I'll never forget it. Nat was the best song leader that anybody could ever have. He was funny, though. I remember one night he used to slip me notes on the piano, and I opened my note on the piano and it said, "The mayor is here tonight. You'll have to preach." And I thought, Nat, God is here every Sunday night. Why do I have to preach just because the mayor is here? Then I remember the night that the old man came from Fortune, and Nat said, go to the altar. He gave his heart to the Lord. Go and pray with him. I went up to pray with him, and he almost knocked me down. And this is what he said to me: I don't need a young upstart like you to be praying for me. I've been saved dozens of times, my dear, because every spring and every fall revival, he would get saved. I had a neighbor that was United Church, Mrs. Vaters, next door. She shared everything she had in her cupboard with us. She taught me how to look after my baby. I was miles and miles away from home, and I will never forget her and her family, how loving and how kind they were. God has given me 81 wonderful years. He's been better to me than I've ever been to him. He's given me wonderful friends that have been with me all through life and right to the end. And I have no regrets. My suitcase has been packed for a lot of years, and I'm ready to go. And thanks for all you people who let me practice my sermons on you, when lots of times they weren't very good. And I love you all. And I just want you to promise me one thing: that you'll all meet me in heaven someday. God bless you all. I love you all. Goodbye.